Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I'm doing a move out today, and this is a very beautiful log home, and up above the Okanagan Lake over there. This is actually kind of at the outskirts of Kelowna, right in the bush, as you can see. This home was actually, the original home that was here was burned down about 19 years ago. We had a big, huge forest fire came through Kelowna. I think it took out about around 200 houses. And this original log house that was here was burned down, and then they rebuilt it. Beautiful house. Let's have a look over here. Right in the bush. Now this is actually right on the very outskirts of Kelowna. In the wilderness almost, I guess you could say. There's not many, I don't think there's much more distance. You can go down this road and then it's just forest from there on. So anyway, so now I'm re-cleaning it, what am I saying? I'm not re-cleaning it. This is the first time I've been here, but I'm cleaning it because they're moving out. Plus, you can see these marks here. This is from the movers, the dolly. They were moving furniture out on the pathway outside there. It's all covered in snow. Got the dolly feet wet, the wheels, and it's transferred all kinds of staining all in this room anyway onto the carpet. So I'll be having to deal with that. And somebody had actually asked on they'd asked me about how I made my phone holder, and here it is. It's basically, that's a harmonica holder, and then I put this piece of metal on here and twisted it, and then this is actually just a phone clip, and then it goes in place. And now it's sitting around my neck. So that's why I can give a perspective of what I am actually looking at when I video. So that's how I do that. I'm leaving the phone, I'm leaving the vacuum running behind me there because this is an open floor plan and the lady's downstairs talking on the phone, and I don't want to disturb her with me talking up here. So anyway, I'm going to be going over the traffic areas and these stainings with that's a hog's hair fiber pad on the machine right now, and I did pre-treat with my B4 pre-spray. I also put some Omega Citrus on with my trigger sprayer, and hopefully these stains, I think they'll come out okay. We'll see what happens. This is an olefin carpet. And there you go. Just like that. Which is what I was expecting. So this, I did 2 rooms, 2 bedrooms downstairs as well, and they, neither of them, one of the things about these log cabins is they don't usually have a light, although this room does, because it is the master bedroom. But often there's an issue with getting, well, this one's actually not bad. They got pretty good outlets there, but those pieces of wood, those logs there are actually caps over the, it's the way they do it, I think. So it's not actually, it is a solid log behind there, but they've got a piece that covers over. So that's how they do that. Run the wire along the wall there, because you haven't got hollow walls with a log cabin or a log house. So I'm just going to go over the obvious traffic areas with the fiber pad, and then we'll switch over to an Iron Man. You can see the bed was sitting right there. You see a bit of extra wear right where I'm at right now. This would have been the edge of the bed. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm covering very evenly. She was just telling me that the previous log house, her husband, they'd pretty much built it themselves, or well, had a lot to do with it anyway. I guess they had contractors, but her husband was doing the finishing, and he had literally just finished doing the finishing off the ceiling in the previous, in the basement in the previous one, putting some pine ceiling in, and she said he literally hammered in the last piece of the ceiling, and the next day or so was when the fire came through and burnt the house to the ground. She said there were 5, I think she said there was 5 log houses on this road, and 4 of them burnt to the ground. One of them was damaged but repairable. But yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, I think there was, I think it was around 230 or 240 houses were burnt down in Kelowna. That was 2003. Huge deal, obviously. But as a result, what happened for my wife and I is I knew some people who owned a restoration company, and we'd already done at least a little bit of work for them, and they contacted us because they knew that we were the only company around that was advertising that we could do leather cleaning. And of course I had the Von Schroeder dry foam machine. I actually had 2 of them at the time, and so that company plus another restoration company contacted us, and they got us to do virtually all the leather cleaning, which was, well, dozens and dozens and dozens of pieces. We worked for a few months, 7 days a week, and my wife and I worked together, and we were just making amazing amount of money then, because we were charging pretty good rate for the leather cleaning, because we were able to basically tell them what the price was that we wanted, as I recall. We did a little bit of carpet cleaning as well, but mostly it was the leather cleaning and some fabric furniture, but mostly leather. And then a few months later, we all of a sudden had a whole lot of money in the bank, and because of that, we were able to go and put a down payment down on a brand new house, and we moved into our brand new house which had just been finished being built, or was almost finished being built. And a couple of months later, we'd been living in an apartment up to that point. Never even dreamed we would be able to own a house. But anyway, that was, just 19 years ago, 19 years ago. Because we bought our house in 2000, our first house in 2004. We've been so very blessed, very thankful. So this is cleaning up very easily and simply, and as you can see, the rotary machine is working perfectly well here. It's moving very easily on the Berber carpet. Well, it's not technically a Berber, I guess it's a multi-level loop, but it's like a Berber. But it's very easy to move the machine on this, and it's cleaning fantastic. So I'm just going to do the open areas. I don't really need to go underneath where the furniture was sitting. Okay, this was where those bad marks were, and I cannot see them. Why did I turn on the light? Huh. Okay, that's actually not helping a whole lot, but better than nothing, I guess. Oh, maybe that one will turn on. Oh, that was the fan. I don't know what that is. Okay, oh well. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'll flip this, because this was from the 2 rooms downstairs. I didn't use the flat roof head, so I'm going to use the B side here. Oh, whoops, forgot to take the fiber pad off. Doesn't work very well with that on there. I will be post-vacuuming this carpet. When I'm finished with the machine, the rotary will have a kind of a unkempt look, so it'll benefit from the vacuum running over it and straightening it out. Now, I can't remember whether I said this already, but I have another customer who has a log house, and she was telling me that they're a lot of work, which it makes a lot of sense, because the walls, every one of those logs is like a little shelf, and dust will collect and sit on top of those on the top edge of the logs, and on the cracks. There's all kinds of cracks that appear on the logs over time, and the dust will settle on all those horizontal surfaces. And she was saying that every year she takes a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, with a vacuum and a brush and step ladders, and they go over every inch of the walls, vacuuming out and all the dust that collects there. Just an essential thing you have to do to keep your beautiful log house as dust free as possible. And this lady here was telling me, I told her about that, and she says, oh yes. And she says, and on top of that, she says, they mostly heat with wood stove, and that creates a great deal of dust. I guess smoke, a little bit of smoke escapes all the time, I guess, and she's constant, a lot of work. I mean, they're beautiful homes, there's no doubt about it, but I would never ever want to have one, because I know that's going to be an issue. And then the ceiling itself can have dust get collected up there, and then, well, I mean, you can clean it, but you'd have to get a extension pole and vacuum and etc., and a lot of work. Beautiful homes. A lot of people really love them who have never owned one. I guess you could say. Yeah, but I love them, although they're dark, because you've got the wood is always a darker tone than if you were having a light drywall or whatever. It doesn't reflect. The wood does not reflect the light like the drywall would with a nice light coating of paint. A light color paint, that is. But they're beautiful homes. Kind of makes me think of, I can remember a house I was in some time ago, and they had a very, very fancy kitchen, but they had tile on the walls, but we're talking like very heavy textured tile that, I mean, I was like, oh my goodness, you literally could not wipe this tile down. It was such a heavy, it was like jagged rocks, and all I could think about was, you can't clean that. You literally cannot clean that. And sometimes I run into tile floors that are like that, and you know, as decorators say, oh, this is what you want, it'll look so nice, but boy, that's very impractical. You need a smooth surface that you can, you know, properly clean. I've even seen that done in restaurants, and that's just so stupid. Actually, me and a buddy, he was doing a tile job back when I did some tile floor cleaning training, and I was going to get into doing tile floors, and I took a couple of courses, and I was going to do it, but then in the end I didn't, obviously. But I went out on a job with him. Yeah, it was a restaurant, and they had some pretty rough textured tile in one area of the restaurant. It was definitely not a good way to go. He and I took the course together, actually. He's a local carpet cleaner, and I give him work sometimes, and he gives me work sometimes. Usually he gives me the really difficult, challenging furniture, and I give him really nasty carpets once in a while. He's a truck mount. Okay. So you can see how nice it is to have this light. It's getting darker in here too. See, look, those aren't doing much good. So I can move pretty quickly around the perimeter of this room, because it's actually pretty darn clean, actually. I think I should actually twice there, actually. Okay. You can see how quickly I can move. I'm not trying to go quick, it's just, this is just the right speed for this carpet in this circumstance. It looks like all those marks came out easily. I'm just adding a little bit of solution now and then, because I didn't actually go over every inch of the carpet. So I'm just making sure the pad is just a little bit damp. That's the nice thing about doing it this way, is you use such a minimal amount of water whenever you need to, because you don't need to overwet the carpet. Overwetting doesn't give you a cleaner carpet. It's the agitation that's doing the cleaning. with this type of system. Okay. Well, it's pretty soiled, actually. It's not that bad, but it ain't that good. But that'll be the wood smoke I've been collected on my carpet fibers over the years. Although it doesn't look bad, it doesn't really look like it really didn't look like it was very dirty, but it'll definitely brighten up. So I'm gonna head over to the top of the steps, and then I can get this out of the way, and then I'll do a post vacuum on this, and then I'll be done. Don't have any steps to do with this job. Okay, I'll let you go. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.